Hello everyone, so I'm here today to do a review of Glory by Noviolet Bulawayo, which is another book that has been nominated for the Booker Prize this year. And this one is a tricky one to talk about. This book is basically about the unrest in 2017 in Zimbabwe, and like the political coup that happened there. And it also goes back to the 1983 unrest that resulted in the political system that they had until 2017. And these are all real things that happened in Zimbabwe. And yeah, this book basically kind of talks about these things. It doesn't have very strong characters. It's much more about the topics that are going on, and then it has this thing also that's why a lot of people compare it to Animal Farm, is that all the protagonists, all the characters are animals. But it's not like Animal Farm. In Animal Farm is a lot more philosophical, and the animals are like just talking kind of and debating and taking power or not taking power. And this is a lot more real. There is people that go to work, there's a lot of social media things, because in 2017 that revolution did involve a lot of social media, and yeah, like modern technology and all of that. And for me, the animals doing these things, like I cannot imagine a horse tweeting, because it's just not like, how do they type? That kind of thing. They're small things, but they accumulated and they bother me. Like, I didn't understand why the author had to make these people animals for this book to be successful. And a lot of people say that it's because of the comedic effect that it might take, and for some people it seems to work, but it didn't work for me. I think it could be satirical without having the animals to play those roles that they don't really fit. Also, there was a lot of talk about the blacks and the whites, and I was not sure, like, they were still talking about blacks and whites, which for me it would have made more sense to make it different species of animal, but it was not like that. It's just blacks and whites still. So I didn't think that like the author successfully integrated that idea into the book and the story. So for me that part didn't work. However, the actual, once I decided that I was ignoring the animal stuff and I was just going to read this as if they were people, I enjoyed it a lot more. And I think it's not a book for everybody, because the writing style is very chaotic and very all over the place, and the story is not linear, and like, as I said, there's not like a focus on the characters or anything like that. But there is like this, it's more about like this common consciousness of the country that is messy, and it's like all over the place, but it makes sense because that's how revolutions are, and that's how consciousness are, especially common consciousness. So that's how the book is narrated, and there is a certain rhythm to it, I will say. So if you can get into the rhythm, then I think you can enjoy the book. But it's one of those books that if you don't gel with the writing style and the rhythm that it has, you're probably not going to enjoy it, because it's the main pillar of what this big book is built upon. So yeah, that's the thing with this book. For me personally, it worked at parts, but I was also lost in some other parts, and as I said, the animal thing, it just didn't gel. But I think that because I'm naturally interested in politics and social issues, and especially in African and not so Western countries, let's say, I was naturally going to be interested in this book, and I did enjoy a lot of the satire that it was going on. But I think that, I mean, even though I enjoyed it and I admire it, I don't think it's a perfect book. I do see the flaws, and I do see how those flaws can make some people dislike the book. but yeah, for me it was a good read. I enjoyed it. It's not going to be my favorite of all time, but I enjoyed it. So yeah, those are my thoughts on Glory by Noviolet Bulawayo. Let me know what you thought about it, if you have read it or if you want to read it. And until next video, bye!